Hey, what's up? So, what if I told you that you could actually use AI to figure out why you're not getting the answers you want and then actually have it show you what you should have done differently? And I'm not talking about some course or writing one of those giant prompts or even using some weird kind of secret code that might supposedly unlock something, right? You can literally do this right in the middle of the conversation that you're already having by just asking AI to look back at what you said, tell you where your question may have gotten confusing, and then show you how somebody who's better at using AI might have asked it instead. And that's really the whole point here, right? You're not just trying to get one better answer, you're using AI to help you get better at using AI. You don't need to memorize some complicated framework or learn a bunch of technical prompting terms. You just need to know how to look at the conversation, figure out where it might have gone off track, and then just ask a better next question. And these 10 prompts can help you do just that. And just so you know, you definitely do not have to use all 10 of these prompts. You can try one, you can try a few. Think of these more like conversation add-ons that can help you understand what you're doing well, what you might be missing, and how to get better results from whatever AI you are using. Yes, this works with ChatGPT, works with Claude, works with Gemini, works with Grok, whatever you're using. So let's begin. So this one's a good one to start with because it gives you an overall look at how you've been using AI so far, right? It can point out what you're already doing well, but it can show you some habits that might be holding you back without you even realizing it. So the prompt is, based on how I've used AI in this conversation, what am I doing well and what is preventing me from getting better results? And just so you know, I'm going to be putting all of these into a Notion document that you'll be able to get right in the description. I don't ask for an email or anything like that, so you'll be able to get all of these prompts that I'm giving you right there. So let's move on to prompt number 2. So this one, you're going to find out what was unclear. So sometimes the problem is not that AI gives you a bad answer, right? Sometimes one part of your request was just a little too vague or could have been interpreted a few different ways. This is going to help you figure out exactly where the confusion may have started and how you could say it more clearly next time. So the prompt is simple. Which part of my request was the easiest to misunderstand and how should I have worded it? Prompt number 3 is to show you what information you left out. Now, this one is really useful because a lot of people do not always know what information the AI actually needs or wants from you. You might think you gave it everything, but there could be one or two details missing that would have completely changed the actual answer. And that prompt is simple. What important context did I leave out that would have helped you give me a better answer, right? And again, these are things that you would add to the conversation. So this is after you ask your question. These are the actual prompts that you would use after that, right? And it's going to give you the answer, and you're going to be able to look at that and hopefully at the same time learn what you could have done and what you should have done and what you can do in the future to make the prompts even better. So let's move on to prompt number 4. So this is going to help you learn which details actually mattered in the prompt. This helps you understand which part of the prompts were actually important, because not every detail you include has the same effect, right? Some information can completely shape the answer, while other information may really not matter at all. And if you understand that, it's going to become a lot easier to understand what kind of context to include in the future. And that prompt is, which information in my prompt has led to the biggest effect on your answer and why? Prompt number 5 is, find the one change that would help most. So instead of asking the AI to give you 10 different things that you did wrong, this keeps it nice and simple. Just tell me the change that would make the biggest difference, right? That way you can improve without feeling like you have to completely rewrite everything. That prompt is, what is the single most important change I could make to my original prompt? Here's prompt number 6, which is how you can see how a more experienced user would actually ask that. And I really like this one because it lets you see a better version of something you already wrote. You're not starting with some complicated prompt template. You're taking your own question and seeing how someone with more experience might ask the exact same thing, right? So very simple. Show me how a more experienced AI user would ask my original question. Prompt number 7. Compare a beginner, an experienced user, and power user. This takes that last prompt a little further. Now you can actually compare 3 different versions of the same request and see what changes as someone becomes more skilled. Maybe they give better context. Maybe they're a little bit clear about what they want. Maybe they tell the AI how to approach the answer. This is what gives you a side-by-side comparison to look at. So the prompt is, show me how a beginner, an experienced user, and a power user might ask this same question. Prompt number 8. And again, this is all going to be in the Notion document that you're going to be able to get linked in the description, right? So this prompt is to find out why the better version is better. This is probably one of the most important ones on the list because it's the one thing for AI to rewrite your prompt and make it better. But if you don't understand what changed or why it changed, you're probably not going to be learning very much and getting better. So this prompt helps you understand the differences so you can start using the same ideas as your own, right? So the prompt, compare my original prompt with your improved version and explain the 3 changes that matter most. Prompt number 9 is make the AI review its own answers. A lot of people get an answer from AI and kind of just accept it. But the first answer is usually not always the best answer. And it's definitely not always going to be complete. So this makes the AI kind of go back and take another look at what it gave you so it can help uncover some of the weak points, missing information, assumptions, which is a problem, or things that just need to be verified. So that prompt is review your previous answer and tell me what is weak, missing, uncertain, or based on assumptions. And the last of the 10 prompts is number 10, which is figuring out what to ask next. And this is a good one to finish with because most people don't always know where to take the actual conversation next, right? So instead of stopping after the first answer, you can ask the AI what follow-up question would be most useful based on everything you've already discussed. And that's really one of the biggest differences between someone who just asks AI random questions and someone who knows how to keep the conversation moving towards a better result, towards a result that you're looking for. And that prompt is, based on everything we've discussed, what is the best follow-up question that I should ask next? So that's it. These are the 10 prompts. I hope you find them useful. Again, you do not have to use all 10 of these prompts. You can use them any way that you want. You can use number 1, number 7, number 10, however you want to do it. If you want to use all 10, feel free. If you want to just use some of them, but it's going to also provide you with information so that you can get better at using AI. And like I always say, learn how to work with it as a collaborative tool, not as the total tool to get things done for you. That's not always going to give you the best results, right? Use it as a collaborative tool. Learn how to actually speak and have conversations with AI, and you're going to see how much better you're going to be able to get. And these 10 things are things that I personally use and have used to learn how to get better at AI. I'm by no means a professional or expert. I just play with this stuff a lot, and I share back what I find works. So hopefully you find this useful. Hopefully you try it out. If you do and you get some cool responses or some cool answers, or you see some things or you learn something, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to see that kind of stuff. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. This is Craig, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.